Yeah, 5 a.m. I'm up before the sun is running on faith and a purpose that's God funded. They said I wouldn't make it, said my dreams were too big, but I serve a God who specializes in impossible things. I'm in the gym while they sleeping, in the word while they eating. Junk food for the soul, now I'm spiritually feeding. My body's a temple, my mind is a weapon, and I'm training both daily for the battles. I'm stepping into it, confidence and not arrogance. There's a difference, one is rooted in pride, one is rooted in God's vision. And he showed me the finish line before I started running, so with intention. Every move is calculated and stunning. To the people who doubted, to the ones who counted me out. This is what discipline looks like when you're faithful, not about clout. Can't stop, won't stop, won't stop. I'm on a mission. God gave me a vision and I'm about to get it. Can't stop, won't stop, won't stop. I'm built different, fueled by faith. This is how we living. I don't take days off, I take kingdom Sabbaths. Rest is holy, but I'm working like an addict for the glory, not the story, not the likes or the fame, but to show the world what happens when you move in Jesus' name. I'm strategic with my time, every second is invested in the future that I'm building while the present's being tested. They want me to slow down, they want me to chill, but I got too much purpose to just sit still. I'm creating, I'm building, I'm planting seeds that my children and my children's children are gonna see. This the legacy I'm leaving while I'm running my race. Can't stop, won't stop, this is all by grace. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Going the distance, going the length. When I'm tired, he's my energy. When I'm weak, he's the power in me. Can't stop, won't stop, won't stop. I'm on a mission. God gave me a vision and I'm about to get it. Can't stop, won't stop, won't stop. I'm built different, fueled by faith. This is how we live and how we live. Now I'm in a different tax bracket, but the mission the same. Still giving God the glory, still living up his name. Still up at 5 a.m., still grinding with a purpose. Still treating every blessing like it's part of my worship. Cause take sex without surrender is just failure with a check. And I'd rather be broken, blessed than rich, and a wreck of a man who forgot what got him to the top. So I stay humble, stay grateful, can't stop, won't stop. This for everybody who's tired but won't quit, who's grinding in silence cause they know that God's about to shift everything for his glory, everything for his name. Can't stop, won't stop, this is the faith game. Can't stop, won't stop, won't stop. I'm on a mission. God gave me a vision and I'm about to get it. Can't stop, won't stop, won't stop. I'm built different, fueled by faith. This is how we living, how we living, how we living, how we living. We living, how we living.
Yeah. I walk in rooms different now. They feel the shift in atmosphere. Son of the king, got that royal blood, I'm making it clear. No more dim in my life, so that people feel comfortable. I was built for the million, yeah, that's biblical. They try to box me in, put limits on my calling, but I'm breaking every ceiling. Watch the doubters keep on stalling. I'm anointed, appointed, crowned before I even knew it. God wrote my name in heaven, now I'm walking through it. No comparison, no competition, I'm in my own lane. Running my race with patience while I'm mastering the pain. They thought I wouldn't make it out the struggle or the test, but I'm proof that God's promises don't ever miss a rest. King energy, that's what I'm walking in. Head held high, I'm about to win. I'm built for more than what they said I be. This that king energy. Yeah, I stopped apologizing for the gifts that God has given. Started moving in my purpose, started truly living. See, the enemy will use your mouth to keep you in bondage, but I speak life, speak faith, I don't entertain the nonsense. I'm strategic with my moves, pray before I make decisions. Cut off every weight, even when it causes division. Cause not everybody's meant to walk into your season, and loyalty to mediocrity's the worst kind of treason. Against yourself, against your call, against your destiny. So I'm selective with my circle, that's King Angie mentally. How to move out of fear, I move out of authority. God said that I'm the head and not the tail. I'm walking in majority. They gon' see me ride, they gon' see me shine, they gon' see the glory that was always mine. Not by power, not by might, but by his spirit in me. This, that, king energy. King energy, that's what I'm walking in. Head held king, energy. Now I'm stepping in rooms that I prayed about for years, sitting at tables that confirm that God was always here, leading the way, breaking generational curses with every move. I'm the answer to my ancestors' prayers. I got everything to prove, not the people, but to the legacy I'm building for my seed. That faith without works is dead, so I work while I believe. I'm not cocky, I'm confident. There's a difference in the stance. One is rooted in ego, one is rooted in God. And he told me I was chosen before I was even born. So I walk like I'm anointed, cause I weathered every storm. It's that king energy, royalty in my veins, son of the highest king. This is how faith reigns. Oh, king energy, that's what I'm walking in. Head held high, I'm about to win. I'm built for more than what they said I'd be. It's that king energy.
They want me dead or locked, that's the only two options. Devil working overtime, yeah, he never stopping. Lost 3 homies this year, funerals on repeat. And my little brother asking me why we pray before we eat. When the world is cold, when the block is hot, when your day one switches sides over territory plots. I keep my head on swivel, keep my faith on lock, cause the enemy don't sleep, and he aiming for the top. Got anxiety attacks every time my phone ring, thinking it's my mama crying about another violent thing. But I can't fold, no, I won't break, cause God's my armor when these demons calculate. Pressure and prayer, that's the life I know. Enemies moving close, but I won't let go of the one who holds me when the world gets cold. Pressure and prayer, this is how I grow. They say forgive your enemies, I'm still learning how. When the same ones who smiled at me plotted on me now. Jealousy a poison that'll turn your brother to a snake. And I seen loyalty die over money, over fake. But I'm covered, got the helmet, got the shield, got the sword. Even when I'm outnumbered, man, I trust in the Lord. Cause he moved in the valley, he moved in the storm. And he'll move in this trial till my character's formed. Every test is a testimony waiting to be told. Every scar is a story of a God who won't fold. So I walk through the pressure with my head held high, cause the battle's already won, I'm just waiting for the sky. When the pressure rises, I bow my head and pray. When the enemy's plot, I trust you'll make a way. No weapon formed against me gonna prosper or succeed, cause my God is a warrior and he's fighting for me. Pressure and prayer, that's the life I know. Enemies moving close, but I won't let go of the one who holds me when the world gets cold. Pressure and prayer, this is how I grow. Now I'm moving different, walking with authority, cause the King of Kings got angels in the corners for me. I don't move in fear, I move in power and peace. Even when the pressure's on, I know he won't release his grip on my life, his hand on my face. So I pray in the morning, I just like and wait. Now I ain't waiting, I'm warring in faith, attacking every lie that the devil try to create. Every setback's a setup for a major comeback, and every closed door led me to the right path. So bring the pressure, bring the pain, bring the trials, bring it all, cause I serve a risen Savior who won't let me fall. Pressure and prayer, that's the life I know. Enemies moving close, but I won't let go of the one who holds me when the world gets cold. Pressure and prayer, this is how I grow.
Sunday morning text from my mama saying you've been praying. I'm dodging every call cause I ain't got the words for saying it. I've been chasing bags but the bag ain't filled the void. Working double shifts just to flex on people I avoid. My girl don't trust me, said she seen the way I move. Acting like I'm happy but she know I got something to prove. Every win feel hollow when you winning for the gram. Couple thousand followers, but nobody know who I am. Check the mirror, see a stranger in designer on his chest, but the price tag on my soul way more than what I spent to dress. I remember when I used to pray before I went to sleep. Now I'm counting money, counting sheep, but never counting blessings deep. Hey, heavy pockets, empty hands, running from the light, but I don't understand why I feel broke when the account is full. Why I feel weak when I'm playing like I'm bulletproof. Oh, heavy pockets, empty hands, God, I need you more than these rental plans. Cousin hit my line, said he heard I'm doing good. Posted in the club, but my spirit's in the hood. Tryna find peace in the bottom of this bottle. Tomorrow I'll be better, that's my favorite lie to swallow. Mama prayers echo louder than this music, but I'm too proud to admit that I've been losing. To myself, to the image, to the version I project. Why the real me suffocating from the weight of this neglect? I built an empire on sand and called it rock, but when the wave came through, everything unlocked. Now I'm face down, asking God to take the wheel, cause fake success is the worst kind of real. Strip it all away, what's left when the lights go low? Just a broken man who needs you more than gold. I surrender every chain I wore with pride. Take my heavy pockets, give me peace inside. Heavy pockets, empty hands, finally see the truth, you had a better plan. Why I feel rich when I give it all away? Why I feel strong when I'm honest and I pray? Heavy pockets, empty hands, God, you fill me up, now I finally understand. Still deleted half my contacts, now my circle's getting smaller, but the ones still here, man, they made me stand taller. No more fake love, no more surface conversations, just real faith in these midnight revelations. I told my mama that her prayers have been working, even in my darkest days your light was still lurking. Now I'm walking different, talking different, living proof that you can change your heart when a man pursues the truth. My pocket's still heavy, but my hands ain't empty, cause I'm holding on to promises you meant to give plenty. It's the testimony of a man remade, from heavy pockets, empty hands, to walking in your grace. Heavy pockets, empty hands, now I'm running to the light. I understand that I'm rich when my soul is full of you, that I'm strong when I'm honest, when I'm walking in truth. Heavy pockets, empty hands, God, you fill me up, this is who I am.
Been myself in months, maybe years if I'm honest. Smiling in public, but my mind's in a haunted apartment. Depressed but functional, that's the dangerous kind, cause people think you good when you dying inside. Therapy Tuesday, but I lied to my therapist. Say I'm getting better, but I'm barely getting out of bed. Pills on the counter, journal full of thoughts I'll never say, cause vulnerability feels like weakness on display. I scroll through my timeline, everybody living perfect, while I'm wondering if my pain even got a purpose. Try to pray it away, but the silence got loud, so I'm here in this booth, having church with the sound. It's my therapy session, no filter, no facade. Talking to myself, talking to my God. I'm breaking, but I'm building something better from the pieces. It's my therapy session, I'm finding where my peace is. It's my therapy session, I'm finding where my peace is. I forgave the people who hurt me, but I can't forgive me for the years I wasted trying to be what they needed. I'm tired of performing, tired of hiding the scars, tired of pretending I'm okay when I'm falling apart. My family don't get it, they say just pray more, but faith without action left me stuck on the floor. So I'm doing the work, journaling, processing, healing, learning that it's okay to express what I'm feeling. God made emotions, he ain't scared of my tears. He was there in the breakdown, he was there through the years. And maybe my story will help somebody else who's sitting in the dark, scared to ask for help. I'm not broken, I'm being rebuilt. Every tear that I cried was a seed that you filled. With grace for the journey, strength for the fight. I'm coming out stronger, I'm walking towards light. This my therapy session, no filter, no facade. Talking to myself, talking to my God. I'm breaking, but I'm building something better from the pieces. This my therapy session, I'm finding where my peace is. This my therapy session, I'm finding where my peace is. Now I'm 6 months in and I'm finally breathing better. Still got hard days, but I'm writing different letters to myself, to my younger self who didn't know that the pain was just a chapter, not the end of the story told. I'm learning to set boundaries, learning to say no, learning that rest is holy, not a sign of being slow. My therapist was right, healing ain't neighboring it, but every step forward makes the picture clearer. So if you're in the dark and you feel alone, know you're not crazy for needing help to get home. This my testimony, my truth, my confession, that Jesus met me in my therapy session on it. This my therapy session, no filter, no facade. Talking to myself, talking to my God. I'm breaking, but I'm building something better from the pieces. This my therapy session, I'm finding where my peace is. This my therapy session, I'm finding where my peace is.
Sitting in a car outside your place, trying to do it right, but temptation in my face. We said we wait, but it's getting really hard to keep our hands to ourselves when the feelings are this strong too. You asking me what's wrong, I don't even know how to say that I'm trying to honor God while I'm fighting urges every day. Beautiful, you patient, you deserve the best of me, but I'm learning how to love you the way that God's loving me. It's not easy choosing covenant over convenience now, but I know that what we building is worth the wait somehow. So I'm praying for us both, that we fight for what is pure. Cause the world gon' say move fast, but God said to endure. Late night confessions in your passenger seat, talking about forever, talking about eternity. We ain't perfect, but we tryna get it right. Late night confessions under city lights, yeah. You told me about your past and I told you about mine. All the broken pieces we brought into this time, but grace is bigger than the mistakes that we made, and forgiveness is the foundation that our love is being laid. I'm scared sometimes that I'm not enough for you, that you'll wake up one day and realize what you got into. But you hold my face and tell me that I'm worth the wait, that God's been writing our story long before our first day. So we pray together, fight together, grow together slow, learning what it means to let a godly romance flow. We not rushing to the altar, not pretending it's all easy, but we building something real. While the world calls us cheesy, let them talk, let them judge what they don't understand. We're building kingdom love with prayer and with God's plan. It's not outdated, it's not lame to honor him in this, cause what we're building is a love that'll eternity. In your passenger seat, talking about forever, talking about eternity. We ain't perfect, but we're tryna get it right. Late night confessions under city lights. I'm looking at you different, like I'm seeing God's design. Every flaw, every strength, I'm grateful that you're mine. Well, not mine, yeah, but I'm saving for a ring. Cause you're the type of woman that makes a grown man wanna sing about commitment, about covenant, about building legacy, about raising kids who know that real love ain't a fantasy. It's work, it's prayer, it's choosing daily to stay when it's hard. But I'm all in with you because God gave me your heart. So let's keep having late night confessions in the car, keep choosing purity, even when we're reaching for the stars. Cause what God's joined together, no one can tear apart. These late night confessions are just ours. Late night confessions, reading your passages, yeah. Talking about forever, talking about eternity. Oh, ain't perfect, but we tryna get it right. Late night confessions under city lights. Get it right. Late night confessions under city lights.
Hey yo, I'm stepping in the cypher with a different type of message. Not watering it down, I'm serving truth, not second guesses. They want bars, I got bars that'll challenge your perspective, make you question your trajectory and get a little introspective. See, I'm nice with the pen, precise with the flow, metaphors stacked high, similes in a row. But it's not just technique, it's the spirit in the content. Using every syllable to point you to the God context of this life we living, this breath we breathing. The fact that you woke today is proof. You got a reason to be here, to be present, to be purposed, to be chosen. So I'm spitting kingdom bars over beats that sound golden. And it's the kingdom cipher. Bars and truth collide. It's the kingdom cipher. Where the spirit and skill reside. It's the kingdom cipher. No gimmicks, just flow. It's the kingdom cipher. Let the whole world know. I studied Rakim, Nas, Jay, and Kendrick heavy, but my ultimate inspiration is the word. Yeah, it's ready to be unpacked, examined, put in rhythm and rhyme. So the culture that I love gets the truth in due time. I'm not preachy, I'm reaching through the medium they respect. Using hip-hop as a vehicle for truth they don't expect. To hit this hard, to be this real, to be this uncompromised. I'm showing them that faith and skill can coexist in harmony. That you can love Jesus and still murder beats with artistry. That holiness in hip-hop and opposing forces clashing, but two expressions of the culture that I'm passionate in crafting. Bars for days, truth for life. This is how we do it in the kingdom cipher. Skills and spirit both are required. This is how we set the whole game on fire. This the kingdom cipher, let the whole world know. This the kingdom cipher. Bars and truth collide. This the kingdom cipher. Where the spirit and skill reside. This the kingdom cipher. No gimmicks, just flow. This the kingdom cipher, let the whole world know. I'm closing out this cipher with a final declaration. That hip-hop at its core was always meant for elevation of consciousness, of culture, of the voices that were silent. So I'm reclaiming what was stolen, bringing purpose to the violence that the enemy intended when he tried to kill the movement. But God had other plans, he's making kingdom improvements through artists like me who refuse to compromise the mission, using every metaphor and simile for spiritual transmission of the gospel through the culture in a language they can hear. Not religious jargon, but truth that's crystal clear. This the kingdom cipher, and I'm just getting started. Using hip-hop as the canvas where the sacred and the art gets interwoven, inseparable, divine. This is kingdom hip-hop, and it's finally our time. It's the kingdom cipher. It's the It's the kingdom cipher. Bars and truth collide. It's the kingdom cipher. Where the spirit and skill reside. It's the kingdom cipher. No gimmicks, just flow. This the kingdom cipher. Let the whole world know. It's the kingdom cipher. It's the kingdom cipher.
I used to serve a different master, chase a different high. Thought I was living when I really was just waiting to die. The parties, the women, the money, the clout. I had everything the world said would fill me, but it didn't work out. I was hollow, a shell of a man with a smile, walking dead inside, been that way for a while. Friends couldn't tell cause I hid it so well, but alone in my room I was living in hell. Then one night I hit my knees, didn't even know why. Just cried out to God like I'm tired of the lie. I'm tired of pretending, tired of the mask. If you're real, show me. I'm finally ready to ask. And something shifted that I can't even explain, like a weight lifted off that I didn't know I was carrying the pain.
I'm different now.
Can't go back to who I was. I met Jesus and he showed me real love.
I'm different now.
They can see it in my face. I'm different now. I'm walking in grace. Hey. My old crew hit me up asking what happened to me.
Said I changed, that I'm acting too holy, but they don't understand what it's like to be free from the chains I was wearing that they still can't see. Yeah, I stopped going to the club, stopped getting drunk every week, started reading my Bible, started learning to speak life into situations, faith into my fears, and I'm finally feeling peace after all of these years. My mama cried when she saw the change, said she been praying for this moment that got her through the pain. I apologize for the years I put her through, told her that her son is dead and I'm somebody new. Old things passed away, everything is new. I'm different now because of you. You took my shame, you took my guilt. You're the foundation on which my new life is built. I'm different now, can't go back to who I was. I met Jesus, and he showed me real love. I'm different now, they can see it in my face. I'm different now, oh, praise. Now I'm 3 years in, and the transformation's clear. Still got struggles, still got moments where I fall to fear, but I'm not the same man who was running from the light. Now I'm running towards it even when it don't feel right. I got a purpose now, got a reason to wake up, got a calling on my life that I'm trying to live up to every day, even when I mess up and fail, cause his grace is sufficient and his love never fails. So if you feel stuck, if you're tired of the cycle, if you're reading these bars and it's feeling suicidal, let me tell you what I learned, it's not too late to start new. Jesus met me in my mess and he'll do the same for you. I'm different now, can't go back to who I was. I met Jesus, and he showed me real love. I'm different now, they can see it in my face. I'm different now, I walk in the grace. I used to think the rest was lazy, that I had to earn my worth through 70-hour work weeks and pretending I wouldn't hurt by the pressure, by the stress, by the constant need to prove that I was valuable, that I deserved to be in the room. But God showed me that his love isn't based on I do, that he loved me at my worst, not because of what I've been through or what I accomplished or the titles I acquired. He just loved me cause I'm his, and that thought got me inspired to slow down, to breathe, to actually enjoy the journey instead of rushing to the end and missing all that he's been showing me in the simple moments, in the quiet, in the rest that he commanded, not suggested, cause he knows what's best. Face over ground, I'm learning how to rest, trusting God's timing, knowing he knows best. Over ground, I don't have to prove my worth, he loved me first, so I'm embracing this rebirth. Grace over grind, I'm learning how to rest, trusting God's timing, knowing he knows best. Grace over grind, I don't have to prove my worth, he loved me first, so I'm embracing this. I used to wear my busy like a badge of honor proudly, measuring my value by the meetings in my calendar loudly, screaming I'm important, I'm needed, I'm essential, but burning out for Jesus was never really God's potential for my life. He called me to abide, not strive, to rest in his presence, not just survive the week to get to Sunday so I can finally breathe, but to find him in the Monday, in the margin in between the chaos and the calm. He's there waiting patient for me to stop performing and accept his invitation to sit at his feet like Mary did, not busy like Martha, learning that his grace is the foundation, not the barter. I'm laying down my striving, picking up your peace, finding that in rest and faith actually increase. You do more in my surrender than I ever could in sweat. Grace over grind, this is my new grace over grind. I'm learning how to rest, trusting God's timing, knowing he knows best. I don't have to prove my worth, he loved me first, so I'm embracing this rebirth. Grace over grind, I'm learning how to rest, trusting God's timing, knowing he knows best. Grace over grind, I don't have to prove my worth, he loved me first, so I'm embracing this rebirth. Now I take my Sabbath serious, turn my phone off completely, spend time with my family, let God restore me deeply. I journal in the morning, take walks without a destination, just me and God talking, no agenda, just conversation. I'm learning that productivity isn't my identity, and rest is not a reward for working, it's a necessity that God designed into creation from the very start. So why was I resisting the rhythm written on my heart? Now I move from rest, not towards it as a goal, and I'm finding that I'm healthier in body, mind, and soul. Grace
Grace over grind, this is the better way to live a life that honors God in every single day. Grace over grind. I'm learning how to rest, trusting God's timing, knowing He knows best. I don't have to prove my worth, He loved me first, so I'm embracing this rebirth. Grace over grind. Learning how to rest, trusting God's timing, knowing He knows best. Grace over grind. I don't have to prove my worth, He loved me first, so I'm embracing this rebirth.
I can see the light breaking through the darkest night. Every storm I weathered was preparing me for flight. Out of bondage, out of fear, out of everything that held me back. Now I'm standing on a promise that God's got me, that's a fact. Not a feeling, not a wish, not a hope that maybe soon, but a covenant assurance that my morning's coming soon. See the weeping endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. And I feel it in my spirit, there's a shift, there's a dawning of a new season, new reason, new chapter being written. By the hand of God Himself, man, I'm finally living. Not surviving, not just coping, not just barely getting through, but thriving in my purpose, cause He's making all things new. Sunrise, I can feel it coming. Sunrise, new mercies are running into my life like a flood. Sunrise, this is what hope does. I spent years in the valley, but I'm climbing to the peak. Learning every lesson that God wanted me to keep. From the trials, from the tests, from the moments I thought I'd break, but His grace was always present even when I couldn't stay awake. To see it, to believe it, to receive it with thanksgiving. Now I'm grateful for the process, cause it taught me how to keep living. When circumstances said die, when depression said give up, when anxiety was screaming, but God said you're enough. As you are, where you are, with what you have right now, I'm doing something in you that'll make the enemy bow to the name that's above every name, every problem, every fear. And I feel that sunrise coming, breakthrough is here.
Weeping may endure for a night, but joy is coming with the morning light.
I'm stepping out of darkness in the day, sunrise is here. I'm walking into breakthrough, walking into faith.
Sunrise,
I can feel it coming.
sunrise,
New mercies are running
into my life like a flood.
Sunrise, this is what hope does. Sunrise, I can feel it coming.
Sunrise,
New mercies are running
into my life like a flood.
Sunrise,
This is what hope does.
now I'm standing in the light of a brand new day, thanking God for every tear, every time I had to pray. Through the pain, through the doubt, through the questions with no answers, He was working in the background. Now I'm living in the aftermath of redemption, of restoration, of revival. Not just survival, but arrival at my destiny's arrival point, where purpose meets preparation, meets divine appointment. I'm anointed, I'm appointed, and I'm walking in enjoyment of this life that God has given, of this grace that keeps on flowing, of this sunrise in my spirit that just keeps on glowing, brighter every day, every moment, every breath. Sunrise is here, and I'm walking in what's next.
Sunrise,
I can feel it coming.
sunrise.